about some of the myths that we have heard during these years, and always come people to talking about what if people says that thing, and so on, so on. One of the questions that I receive all the time, and of course you, it is
Mhm.
about what distinguish our training from the others. No, there is notion
Yeah.
that today there are a lot of people training or delivering trainings
Mhm.
in this method. So what do you think about that?
um, I think it's a short question with a really long answer because I don't think there is one thing. I really don't think there's one thing that distinguishes our training from the other trainings, and I'm actually very certain that many of the other trainings are also excellent trainings. I'm certain that they are. Um, I think what helps what I think about what makes our training really strong, and it is a couple of different things. I do think that the fact that Robert and I have, as the only ones, been doing trainings since 2001. I think the mere iterative learning from that, I actually think it has provided value. We've tried many different things, shorter trainings, longer trainings. So I think that's one thing. I do think so. I think that we now are a relatively good size of trainers. I think we're 14 or 15 today, delivering all over the globe. So we have an immense, let's call it intercultural exposure. And as you know, Gloria, we bring this together and then we improve on the roadmap. And the fact that we are not a business, so nobody's making money when another one is delivering, means we are sharing so freely between us, because the better our shared training becomes, the better it is for all of us. So I think that exposure is really powerful for us. I think the fact that every single trainer amongst us have a lot of client experience, so nobody's just a trainer. Robert has client experience, I had client experience, and everyone after us. So they're not just trainers, they go out and deliver this to their own clients. So they know what works. They go and deliver it with people they've trained as well, so they can see if they've trained them well. I actually think that's a good thing for us as well. And I think this thing about that when you are at our training programs, you're really learning the method. You're not just learning pre-described workshops. We did this a little bit 20 years ago, but now it's like, it's really learning a specific language. You learn to speak a language. You learn the syntax of this language. And then some people will take this, and if we keep the metaphor of a language, they will go and they will write really big, thick books. Some will go and they will do poetry. Some will go and write short novellas, because they have different kinds of people, let's say, that that are reading the material. So I think all of these things, I think our community is actually part of what makes our training strong. Our community meetings around the globe every year, where we're exposed to the people that are successful with this, bringing it back to us, telling us what they could do, what they learned, what they were missing when they went out there. All of these things. That became a long answer, right? But I think, so it's not one thing. I think it's this
Many components
exactly this
that
wonderful
help us.
combination of components. I think it's that. I think it's all these things. Yeah.
And speaking about community, I see also the strength of the training and of the association of master trainers is the community, because you spoke a bit about the metaphor of the church, but would be nice that you
Cathedral.
explain in this video,
Yeah,
in this
so we
video.
go cathedral. So
Cathedral,
we
no
have this,
church.
yeah, important, right?
Uh-huh.
No, we have this notion of a cathedral as a metaphor for the community. And it's really important for us to stress that it's sort of in a non-religious manner we use this metaphor. But the idea with the cathedral is that no one builds a cathedral. It's a mutual effort, and building a cathedral takes longer than the lifespan of any one of the builders. It takes longer to build a cathedral than the lifespan of the architect. So a cathedral is always, and let's call it orchestrated construction by a number of people. Yes, some are providing a sort of structure of it, and then specialists help build other parts of the cathedral. So that's, and there's more to it, but this is the short version of why we think of LSP and our community as this notion of building a cathedral. And the lifespan of the cathedral is multiple times the building time of a cathedral. And all of these are longer than the lifespan of the individual contributor.
And actually, adding to that, what I see, it is the rest of the trainings and the offers, even most of them have started with us. So they were trained by us, which is fun.
Yeah, that's true as well.
It is. So, so they got a experience from the Association of Master Trainers, from the global community of facilitators, and now they are by their own.
Yeah.
Maybe because they lost this spirit of building or being part of this cathedral.
That's people make their moves and their desires for different reasons and choose different paths for different reasons. So I that's hard. Let's not guess about that. We know why people stayed. We don't know why they left.
Okay, thank you.